In April of 2010, 25-year-old Lauren Fiala and her boyfriend, 24-year-old Jito Chada, were on a month-long trip to India to celebrate her graduation from university. Towards the end of their trip, on the 28th, they found themselves staying on Havelock Island, which is off the coast in the Bay of Bengal. And on that day, they decided they wanted to go snorkeling. And there's really no more beautiful place or day for it. It was bright, sunny, it's totally secluded, so it's just the two of them out there. The water is crystal clear, and they're over this wonderful coral reef. So they're having the time of their lives just swimming along, looking at all these fish, when Jito sees this giant moray eel down at the ocean floor that he wants to film. So he takes his GoPro and he swims down to the bottom and he's taking pictures of it, and then he switches his GoPro from photo mode over to video mode. And as soon as he does that, he hears Lauren begin to scream somewhere in the water above him. So he looks up and he's horrified to see a 12-foot long or 3.6 meter long saltwater crocodile, and it has Lauren by the legs and it's thrashing her around. And he says he didn't even think about it, like as if you touch something hot and you take your hands away, like that. It was just a reaction. Immediately he swam up and he grabs this thing by the tail and he starts to try and wrestle it away from Lauren. But this isn't working at all, so he gets a breath and he moves up to its head. Now by this time the crocodile has her all the way under the water and it's just kind of holding her there, and she's violently clawing her way, trying to get back up to the surface to get some air, but the crocodile is not letting her. Now Jito, he starts to try and jab it in the eyes. This isn't working. So then he finally grabs it by the mouth and he's trying to pry this crocodile's mouth open. And of course this isn't working either. And Jito, in this crystal clear water, of course, is watching his girlfriend thrash, trying to get air, until eventually it's just too much and she inhales water. After that, the crocodile takes her down to the ocean floor and then just swims off out to sea with her in its mouth. So Jito, he goes running up and he gets authorities. Now initially, they absolutely do not believe anything that he says, and they're really just trying to get him to tell the truth. They contact a crocodile expert, and the expert's like, no, there's not really any crocodiles in that area. And even so, his story still doesn't add up, because when a crocodile has a prey item, it doesn't like dive down with it and swim away. It usually just keeps it on the surface and swims away with it. So something fishy is going on here. It wasn't until 2 days later, when a diver found that GoPro camera and police reviewed the footage, that they learned the truth. And the truth was exactly as Jito described it. They can see the attack happen, the crocodile and everything, and furthermore, they can see Jito acting heroically, wrestling with this crocodile, desperately trying to get it off his girlfriend. On that same day, authorities would locate her remains, which they were able to recover and get home to her parents in the United States. Her parents, who were absolutely devastated, of course. And to add to this tragedy, her older sister had died 4 years prior in a rock climbing accident in Washington State. So within the span of 4 years, almost to the day, they lost both of their daughters.